everybody, it's Amber, and thank you so much for joining me for my video today. I appreciate you all so much for clicking on my channel and watching my videos, and I have noticed that I've gotten quite a few new subscribers, so thank you so much for joining our community here. It's super fun and crafty, and thank you all so much who have been subscribed to my channel. I just really appreciate the support. So today we are going to be making this album that I showed you in my last video, and this originally was created out of just scraps that I had left over from a paper collection, and it's this one here. I'll link it below so you can see the full flip through. And I did feel bad not doing a tutorial because, like I said, I just used my scraps. But I asked you if you did want a tutorial, you could just request it in the comments, and almost everybody said that they would like to see a tutorial. So I'm going to make the basic construction of this, and then you can kind of decorate it and make it your own. But for the purpose of this video, I will give you measurements and everything of how I created this. I did measure the pages because, like I said, I made this from scraps, so I didn't do any measuring, but I went ahead and kind of measured all the pages and the little flippy parts, so that way I could show you what to do and what you will need to make this. So again, take out your scraps. You can make this your own. You can make it any size. You don't have to make it the size that I'm doing it here. But let's go ahead and jump right in and get started in making this cute little mini album flip book from our scraps. So I'm using some scraps left over from a collection called Garden Party, and it's by Create Paper and Maggie Holmes. And I cut it down just a little bit so I could show you guys some measurements. And so these are the three main base pages of the mini album. It's this one, and then this blue one. And I'll show you how to put it together. So here's the first one, and this one measures 8.5 by 7 1/4. So 8.5 is across and 7 1/4 is tall. So all of these are going to measure the same height. So 7 1/4 on all of these, but different lengths. So this one is the middle page, and this one measures 12 inches by 7 1/4. And then this one measures 11.5 inches by 7 1/4. Okay, so we have pages 1, 2, and 3 all ready to go. First thing we're going to do is take page 1 and just fold it in half. Don't use your bone folder, just fold it in half kind of loosely. So the second page is going to be the only one that's not just like straight folded in half. What we're going to do first, you're going to open it up to where you want the inside and the outside. Here's the inside. You're going to take the right side and fold it in at 2 inches. You can eyeball this, or you can just like use a ruler, or you can even use your scoreboard. But I'm just going to eyeball it like this. I already kind of had it folded. So we're just going to do that, and then you're going to take the rest of it like this and fold it in half. So have this edge meet that folded edge there. So that's how I had it in my book. Now we have that one folded, so page 1 and 2 are done. And then very simple, page 3 you just fold in half. So now we're ready to assemble the main parts of the book. So all you do is you just open page 1 and you stick page 2 in there. This we're going to end up gluing for a pocket, but not yet. So now page 1, page 2, open page 2 up and stick page 3 in there. So now our book is looking pretty cute. It's staggered. Okay, so you're probably wondering how it's bound together, because we're not stapling, we're not sewing. It's going to be super easy, and we're going to use just scraps. So now that we have our book looking super cute, I love doing pattern on pattern. So in my book, as you can see, I layered a bunch of goodies. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that this album stays together. And by that, you're going to need 2 hinges. Here's the first one. It's so cute. It's got this little pattern on it. And then the second hinge is this back one. Okay, so let me show you what to do. You can use any size paper. So to place your hinges, you are going to open the first one, not there. The second one, not there. The third one is the middle. So the fourth one is where we're going to put the first hinge. It can be whatever height you want, but it's going to go placed right here, and it's going to become a hinge for this page. So I'm just going to take it and fold it right in half long ways. So you can use your bone folder to help you. And then kind of just make sure it's flexible. And this becomes your first hinge. So then you need to decide what side you want it on. And I want this part to show because it's super cute. So I'm just going to add a bunch of adhesive to the other side. And I'm using my little tape runner here from scrapbook.com. I'll link these below. I love these. I find that they work really well and the glue is really permanent. So you're going to be kind of generous because this is going to hinge your pages together. So then you're going to take your, you're going to take your 2 pages. Make sure that you have a definite crease here. And you're going to make this into like a little valley. And make sure it's lined up where the peak goes into the crease there. And then you're just going to lay it down. And this becomes your first little hinge, and it's so cute. So now you've got these 2 pages hinged together. Like that. Okay, so now I think that looks so pretty and like so eclectic. So now we're going to turn to this page and find the little crease for the middle here. And you're going to add another hinge. So on this one, I added a bigger one on my book. So I'm going to do that again here. This is super pretty. I can place it right there. So again, I'm just going to fold this in half. Kind of both ways to get that nice and flexible. And then of course I want the pretty yellow showing. So what you could also do is just glue it like on the top and the bottom with some wet glue, and then it becomes pockets. But I think I'm just going to do a good old regular hinge for this one. Bone folder, and then you can kind of fold that over and flatten it out with your bone folder. So now that page is hinged together. So our scrap album is really coming along. Okay, so now as you can see, we've got such a cute album here, and now you can decorate it however you want. There we go. And then there's the last page. So first thing I'm going to do is glue this pocket down. So I'm just going to open it like this. I'm going to use some of this Aqua Tombow Mono liquid glue and just do a thin little bead on either side. So now I can close my pocket. It takes a minute for it to dry, but now we have a cute little side pocket right here. I'm not going to be doing every single little flippy that I have on here, but I will show you a couple of them. So let's start with this one on the front cover, where we have a pocket formed right here. Okay, so to recreate this cute little pocket on the front, where I just have a little tag in there, I cut a piece of scrapbook paper that I like how it looks right there, 5.5 by 4.5, and then I'm just going to stick this on here and kind of eyeball how far I want the pocket. And just, I don't do any like real measuring here, I'm just going to kind of mark that with my bone folder and fold it. I want to take it, and I don't want to put glue up here, I'm going to just put it here and here. So I'm going to use my wet glue again and just put glue on the bottom and the side. I'll place where I want there and just close it up, and it should dry very quickly, and then you have yourself a little pocket right here. So I will show you how to do this little flip out here. So this page here just measures a 5.5 by 5, and again I'm just going to fold this in half. So here's just a cute little flip out. Glue the whole thing down right here. So I'll just take my adhesive and I'm going to glue the whole thing down. So I just glued that little page down for like a little flip out right here. And it kind of got bent right there, so I might add like a sticker. Over here I forgot that the edge here isn't really that protected because we did the bottom and this side, but we kind of need to put some glue right along this edge as well. Just on the other side of that fold. Okay. So now it should stay pretty well. So the next one we'll do is this one here, where it's a pocket right here, and then it's a pocket right here for some cute little die cuts. So for this one, it measures 8 by 3 3/4. So I'm just going to eyeball it to where there's just a little green showing over here. Fold that, and then go like this and take it and fold it this way. Super easy. So let me show you what I did again. Here's the whole page. I folded it just so I could see a little bit of the green, about an inch of the green, and then I took this and folded it like that. So first I want to glue this little pocket down, so just undo that little flap and put glue on both sides. And then turn it over, and you're going to glue just the 2 sides and the bottom. So that's that page. Now we're to the middle page, and all I did on this one was I made a pocket on the right side. So that's super easy. All you need is just a scrap. And this one I didn't even measure. I'm just gonna measure it from this center crease right here to the edge. This is meant to be super easy and quick, so I'm just gonna like go like that with my bone folder, and I know where to cut now. And that makes it super easy, and then you just, of course, glue those sides. Like yellow heavy, but I'll add some more color to this. So that's our middle page. So over here I had like a diagonal pocket, so I'm just gonna take like an edge here where like the point is over here, and I'm just gonna cut it at a diagonal. So then I'm just gonna match it up with the corner and see where I want it to end, and then I'm just gonna cut it off right there. So I'm just gonna cut it off right about here. So now here's our diagonal pocket. So all we have to do is glue this edge, the bottom, and then this little edge here. So you can fit whatever goodies in there that you want. And then the last thing I'm going to show you how to make is this cute little journal that we put in there just with staples. So I hope that I have the stuff on hand here. So all you need for the little notebook is a piece that measures 6 by 5. And then you need some like printer paper or notebook paper, and I have these cute little stationery pages I cut down, and it's just really, you know, thin notebook paper. So you need 5 of these that measure 5 3/4 by 5. So then you're just going to take your little scrapbook piece and fold it in half. And this is so you can use a regular size stapler. You don't need a long reach stapler for this. And then you're going to take your 5 note pages and fold those in half. It just makes a cute little booklet. So you're going to stick that inside there, and that's the cute cover, and then we are going to staple the inside. So it's so easy. You don't need a long reach stapler. You can just take a regular stapler, stick that in the stapler. So you're going to staple down right on that crease in the middle, near the top, middle, and bottom. Then you just fold that in half and you have yourself a cute little notebook. It's super, super cute. Last thing we're going to do is just round the corners. So here's our little notebook. Isn't it adorable? So it's going to be like decorative on one side and then just plain white on the other for all these cute pages. So I think that's super cute. and it's all lined with scrapbook paper. And I think I do want to take my corner chomper and round the corners on these. So it might have been easier to do that before we put it in as a book, but I'm just going to round the corners with my 1/4 inch side of the corner chomper. So I love how this turned out. It's so cute, and then I just added like a little label and a sticker on there. So I'll probably end up doing that on here too. So I'm just going to stick this inside the pocket now. And there's our back page, and you can decorate this however you want. So now all I'm going to do is go and round these corners. I'm going to decorate it, and I'll be right back to show you the finished album. Okay, so I'm losing my daylight, but I've got the studio lights on in here, so sorry for the little shadow. But I finished decorating the cute album here, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I just closed it with some mint green vintage lace, and it is so pretty. I love this collection, Garden Party, and I just layered some die cuts and paper on the front for the cover, and then put a cute tag into the pocket we created. And then here, you know, we created this flip right here, and I just added a clear pocket. It's like a clear library pocket, and I got it from Target in a pack of 20. And I have so many of these. I love them. They come out around back to school time. So I just added like a tag and a die cut in there. And then we made this flip page, and I just added a cute tag. And then we have this flip page. I just added a cute die cut in there. And then you flip it out, and I just decorated this for some journaling and a photo. And then here's 2 cute die cuts from that Garden Party collection to go in the pocket up there. And then for this, I just left this blank too for either a bunch of journaling or a photo. And then I filled the pocket and added a cute die cut that I cut out on the front. And then here's just a little like mini folder I made with a scrap. And then this is a cute little die cut right there. That reminds me of Elizabeth Bennet's house on Pride and Prejudice. So then that just goes back in the pocket. And then this is a really pretty die cut that looks like a vintage library card. Part of the ephemera pack. And then here's a fun page. This is our diagonal pocket. I just added a label here for journaling, and then added 2 ephemera pieces. There's our cute hinge, and then in here is our cute little journal, and I added some of the lace here because some of that notebook paper was kind of hanging out beyond the cover, so I wanted to add some lace right there, and then I just added a little label. Sorry about that. That's where my camera battery died. But I'm showing you the cute little book here. And I absolutely love this little journal. It was so cute. And I just added a cute sticker and a die cut from the page, from the cut apart page. And then I love this. This is also part of the cut apart page of the 12 by 12 paper. A bunch of journaling cards. And I just scored them and then made them into a little accordion flip. So that just gets stuck back in the side pocket along with the little journal. And then the next page is the back page. And all I did on this one is I added another one of those cute little Target clear pockets. And I put in a bunch of the ephemera from the collection. These cute little tickets, I scored them too. And I think they'd be fun to like glue on some pictures and then use those labels as well. So there it is. That's the scrap mini album or flip book, whatever you want to call it. I think it would be super fun to fill this all the way up with like paper scraps and ephemera and send it to your pen pal. And here's that beautiful mint green vintage lace. I got that in Happy Mail, and I can't remember who it's from. I think maybe from Ginny at Polly's Paper Studio. I can't remember. I just had it. I've had it like on my little tray on my desk here, and I just love it so much. So I'm using a little piece of it to close the journal or the mini album or whatever you want to call this. but I had so much fun doing this tutorial. I'm so glad that you guys wanted to see it. And here's my other ones that I made before. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up so I know you like these type of videos. And leave me a comment if you'd like. Thank you so much again for all of your support and for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.